So I'm one of Michigan's Regional Teachers of the Year. You think I'd be ecstatic or excited, at least flattered? It's hard for me to figure out what I'm feeling at all. I mean, honestly, it's been that way since October when I got the email that I'd been nominated. I opened that email, I saw the subject, I saw the first few sentences, and I actually just hit delete. I thought, nope. I hit the delete button. Luckily, I took a breath and I went back into my deleted emails and I read it through. I still thought, no. But at least I took a minute to think about it and talk to some people. I made a Twitter post, and the current Michigan Teacher of the Year somehow found it, and she encouraged me to apply, and so I did. And now I'm here. I'm one of 10 finalists for Michigan Teacher of the Year, and I fully expect I won't win, but either way, I will be Region 9's Teacher of the Year here in Michigan. That's me. There's this idea. I find it true. It's about being a writer or an artist. I don't know if it was Ira Glass's idea originally, if he just popularized it, but it's called I don't know what it's officially called, but it's basically the gap between taste and talent. It's the idea that when you're new at something, what you're making is just not going to be good, and you will be painfully aware of how not good it is. And that's because you have enough taste to recognize that there is a gap between what you can achieve at that level and where you want to be, what is considered good for that art. You know your poem sucks because you can recognize what a good poem is. So this talent and taste gap, whatever you want to call it, it can be discouraging when you're first learning something new because you know what good is and you can't do it. And you think, hey, my poetry sucks, I'm going to stop writing poetry. But Ira Glass's advice is when you recognize this gap, it means it's time to churn out a ton of quantity. The idea being that eventually you're going to get better and better and better, and you'll realize, hey, I wrote a halfway decent poem. But that's the thing, right? If I write poetry, I'm not obligated to show it to anybody. I can write 10,000 terrible poems and then I can go burn them in a fire. Nobody ever has to see my mediocre work. But that is not the case in teaching. You have no opportunity to create this mountain of mediocre work that no one's going to see. You have to produce your own volume of practice, but you have to do it in front of real kids whose lives are really going to be affected by how much you suck at teaching at first. And that is true for every single teacher. I've been teaching certified for almost 5 years now, and even before my certification, I had like 4 or 5-ish years of educational experience while I was still working towards getting that certification. And despite all of that experience, I am still in that talent taste gap. I know where I want to be. I know what I want my classroom to be like. I'm not there yet. And I've always been good at giving the right answer. I don't know where my talent for buffoonery comes from. I know that it has served me well in interviews. It's probably why I have this award in the first place. I know I come off as someone much better put together than I really am on the inside. And that's part of some of my biggest insecurities, that I am just fooling everyone and I have a heightened sense, I think, of an inferiority complex. And it's another gap, in a way, I guess. And this one is between who I am and who I project. Out there's a video clip of me when my principal told me that I had won, and I literally just pulled my shirt up over my face. I couldn't deal. It's taken me months to figure out why even just being nominated made me so viscerally uncomfortable. And after winning it, I feel like I've finally figured it out. It doesn't feel like they gave the award to me. It feels like they gave it to who I want to be, who I wish I was. And it's not just an award, it's a position. I have responsibilities as the Regional Teacher of the Year. I will be working with the other 9 Regional Teachers of the Year, one of which is going to go on and become the Michigan Teacher of the Year. And we're going to make education better for everyone in the state, all the students, all the teachers. That's a lot. It's so much. And they didn't give the award to Owen. They gave it to Mr. B. And I wonder if I have the capacity to sustain that person for as long as I'm going to be this regional teacher. And I guess I'd better, huh? It's my responsibility now. And that's where I'm trying to focus. I've always believed that teaching is my way of leaving the world better than how I found it. And this is an opportunity to do that on a larger scale. I mean, we're in such a time of upheaval. This is the chance to change what school looks like, right? We keep using words, the new normal, and we throw that around like it's something scary or bad, but it doesn't have to be, right? the new normal could be something amazing. It could be throwing away the current relic of a system that we are trapped in and that was created so long ago for a time that is completely different and people that are completely different and a society that is completely different. We can throw it all away, right? And maybe we can't burn it all down and start again, but if there's ever a time to try, it's now. So no matter how uncomfortable I am with it, I've won this award. I've been given this platform, and I don't deserve this recognition. And I know there are going to be people who tell me I do, and that I've worked hard, and that I inspire people, and that I teach well, and that my students love me. And please know that I appreciate all the people who will say that, and who have said that, but I don't deserve this yet. But I have to figure out a way to use it. If I can use it, I can make myself worthy of the space I'm going to occupy. So that's what I have to do.